So you know that one egg is actually one cell, right? One egg is actually one cell. Now the largest egg in the world is that of an ostrich. That means the largest cell is that of the ostrich's egg, is the largest cell ever. And then the next thing is, you will be amazed to know the longest animal cell. The longest animal cell is nerve cell. If you remember from our last videos, I had shown you the figure or the image of a nerve cell, right? The image of the nerve cell, it has got axons and dendrites. It was a linear kind of long strand or fragment. That cell looked like that. So that is the longest cell, because that has to be long, right? Because a nerve cell actually behaves like a wire, just like you get light in your room with the help of the electricity wires, because the wires are long and they are connected to different points in the house, in the room. In the same way, the nerve cell has also to connect your brain and different parts of your body to each other, right? Like I'm moving my muscles, I can see you, you can hear me, you can understand all that is happening because of the nerve cells. They are connecting us so well, so they have to be long. So the longest animal cells are nerve cells. Now let us see a very interesting comparison. Okay, like depending upon the visibility, or like how much is visible by an electron microscope when you're using an electron microscope, how much is visible when you're using a light microscope, and what is visible when you're using your naked eye. Okay, so it's very interesting to know that. So you see, right, you could see here. First let us see how much is visible by our naked eye. So with the naked eye, now you know how much a micrometer is, so you'll understand everything now. Okay, so in numerical value, if I tell you how much a micrometer is, there is 1 mm. So in comparison to that, a micrometer is like 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Okay, 10 raised to minus 6 meter is a 1 micrometer. Okay, then a millimeter is like 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so there is a range. Okay, like from ranging from 10 raised to minus 3 meter to 10 raised to minus 10 millimeter actually. So we will see how much we can see by our naked eye. So with using your naked eye, you can see the GNRH neuron, that is the length of the dendrite. The length of the dendrite is visible by your eye because the cell is really large, exploring with microscope. So you could see that, right? Then the dinoflagellate fossils dating the past. So the dinoflagellate fossils can be seen by your naked eye. I guess that's it. Then you could also see Antarctic phytoplanktons average size research voyage to Antarctica. So Antarctic phytoplanktons can also be seen, or they are visible to our naked eye. Apart from that, till 10 raised to minus 4 meters you are able to see using a naked eye. This queen bee ovariole, the width, uniquely. So this you can see with the help of your naked eye. Okay, further you cannot see anything like the dendritic cells or the colonite crystals or whatever. You cannot see that with the help of your naked eye. Okay, so then further you will require the aid of a microscope. So from using a light microscope, you can see things from ranging from 10 raised to minus 4 to 10 raised to minus 7 meter. What all comes under that? Say like your dendritic cell, then the bacteria. You could see the coalinite crystal. Okay, and then further about 10 raised to minus 7 meters, you won't be able to see using the light microscope. Then further you'll require the aid of electron microscope. So electron microscope will give you magnification till like 10 raised to minus 10 meter. So you'll be able to see the primary cilium, okay, the cilia, the flagella, the cilium you'll be able to see, the octapod nanoparticles you'll be able to see with the help of electron microscope, right? So this comes like 10 raised to minus 6 meters was 1 nanometer, no, 1 micrometer. 10 raised to minus 6 was 1 micrometer, right? And gradually as we are going up, down, you could see 10 raised to minus 9, it's in nanometer. You actually know, right, how much a nanometer is. So in nanometers, you can only see things that can be observed under a electron microscope, and then further. So up till 10 raised to minus 10 meters, you can observe things under a electron microscope. And again, let us just observe what all things fall across different ranges of size, right? So 0.1 nanometer, atom. Then 1 nanometer, the lipids. Then 10 nanometer, proteins. 100 nanometer, some flu viruses. Then 1 micrometer, the bacteria. The mitochondria that are there in our cells. Then relative sizes on the logarithmic scale, this is. So from like 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer, you have the plant cells and the animal cells. Then the human cell is like between 100 micrometer to 1 mm. Then 1 mm you see this frog egg. And then further, about 10 mm you see the hens, the chicken egg, and then further 100 mm the ostrich egg, and then 1 meter is how much a adult female is. So this is very, very beautiful to do, right? So only from an atom, you could see an atom using an electron microscope, from an atom to say the plant cells and animal cells, and then light microscope can cover like things from like a flu virus to a frog egg, and then your eyes can only see from things like 100 micrometer to 1 meter, that is the human egg or the frog egg or the ostrich egg, chicken egg, and of course yourself. So yeah, so that's a very good comparison, and we got the idea. And now I guess this will help you to remember the comparison and the shapes and size, at least the sizes of the cells, okay, and the size with respect to like what is the size, like how much a 1 micrometer is, how much 1 nanometer is, what can be visible under the electron microscope, what is visible under the light microscope. Things that are not visible under the light microscope will be visible under electron microscope, but not to all the range, right, to some extent, right? So we know that extent now, and what is visible through your naked eye, that also we know.